Today, let's talk about how to keep in touch with people that matter to you with TickTick. Let's hop into it. One of the things I learned about myself over the last few years is that I go heads down, I get really sucked into whatever I'm working on. And one of the things that takes the hit from that is keeping in touch with people that matter to me. And so in March of this year, I decided I was going to do a better job of that. And when I moved over to TickTick, one of the things that I did as part of that exercise was come up with a list of people that I wanted to do a better job of keeping in touch with. And so what I did was just for one afternoon, I jotted down everyone that was important and just tried to get them into one list. And for me, what I did was I went into TickTick and I created a project or a list for it. And then I split that list into Kanban view. And then I just did 4 categories: work, family, friends, and college, just as a mental exercise for trying to think of all the people that maybe don't come to mind immediately. That's one of the things our brains aren't great at, is calling upon things on command. So I did this as an exercise, and I knew that I wouldn't get everyone right away, but if I just worked at it for a given day and got it mostly fleshed out, that over the handful of weeks that followed, everyone else would start to kind of come to the surface. And I added a few people after that point, and that's largely made up what you see here. But from there, the big thing you need to do is figure out who you're going to reach out to first, because for me, I found that I could maybe reach out to 2 people a week, and that felt pretty comfortable for me. But trying to do 100 of these was just going to burn me out. So what I did was I set 2 a week, and then I just scheduled out my next few weeks. And then the key thing from there is you need to set a repeat on this. So let's look at this one for my mom. I picked a random date, and then if you go in here, when you click on the date, you can set a repeat on this. And this is a very critical thing to do. If you don't, then this becomes useless. Go in here and set a repeat frequency. You can choose one of the ones here, or you can choose custom. So for instance, for me, I want to make sure I have a chat with my mom at least every 2 weeks. And then this will be a gentle reminder in my to-do list if I haven't done that. And it'll pop up, and a lot of times we'll have talked to that person recently, and that's fine. And then for people I speak with less frequently, I can change it. So let's look at Jake here. If I look at Jake, I want to make sure I chat with Jake every 4 months just to keep in touch. And so this was my process. I just slowly got repeats on everyone, and then as I chat with them, I can mark them as done, and then it'll reschedule it for instance, 4 months from that point, so that I'm keeping a regular touch base with those folks. And the key feature here is that it's in with my other to-dos. And so when I'm planning my week or planning my day, I can see those things and they don't become an afterthought and I don't forget them. One last thing that I forgot to mention is when you chat with someone, if you go in here and you go to the comments, you can leave a comment, and the cool thing is it'll keep that comment for the next repeat cycle of this. So you can use this as a mini little CRM to write down the things you talked about or things you want to follow up on next time you chat with that person. So one last little tip there. Hey, thanks for stopping by. This is something I've been working on over the last few months, but it's by no means perfect. Would love to hear from you on how you're doing this and maybe some ways that I can improve this. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye. Hey guys, before you go, if you enjoyed the video, please tap the like button. If you didn't, then that other button works too, and you can help me out a ton by subscribing to the channel. Thanks. Have a great day. Peace.